Hello guys, and welcome back! Ito na tayo, round number 2 dito sa 1Tap episode 2. And syempre, we saw a slugfest there, Mr. Bim, between TMT and Affinity with DMT. Moving on to round number 2. Pero itong two teams natin ngayon, mukhang isa pa tong pwedeng bakbakan because who do we have here for today?
We got Kadiliman, the crowd favorites. I can hear it now. I can hear the thousands watching. Kadiliman versus DFT Revitalize.
Oh, guys. Ito na, isang cobra lang dyan.
Cobra.
Anyway, okay, there you go. I don't know if you wanted to make that into a segue or something, but yes, but now, what are we getting here?
So we're going to be going to, Kadiliman bans Haven. DFT bans Bind. Kadiliman in return bans Split. And then, of course, bababan ng DFT ang Icebox. Who wants to see that? Who wants to see Icebox? I mean,
no one does. Well,
random map pick is Ascent, mga kaibigan.
And honestly, Mr. Vim, you look at the random map pick, it's just basically what's left now. No, we finally have 5 maps. So if our two teams have 2 bans each, whatever is left is the map to be played. And I wouldn't be surprised to honestly see Icebox as a 100% ban rate for this tournament. In all honesty,
I mean, kahit sa matchmaking, dinadodge yun ng mga tao eh. Pero, I do know some teams that actually favor picking Icebox. So we'll see how interesting the meta will be, in the coming weeks. Pero mga kaibigan, just reminding you guys na meron tayong 500 peso Gcash giveaway for 3 winners, and all you have to do is share, like and share the stream with the team you're rooting for. So kung fans kayo ng Kadiliman, now is the time. Share the stream with the caption Kadiliman, and of course the appropriate hashtags Valorant PH, Manila Esports Club, and of course 1Tap. So let's go.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. And you know what's interesting? I actually want to look a little bit more into those map bans as we are going to be getting into the game. Defined with a very, very smart ban of Bind, because we have seen Kadiliman destroy so many people on that map. In the meantime, Kadiliman saying, no, I don't want to play Haven. I don't want to play Split. And we'll find out what they'll do in Ascent as we are going to be getting our agent selection here and now as we get into the game. So it is going to be the side of DFT Revitalize on the defense, and yes, it is going to be Kadiliman on the attack to start things off. So mukhang magkakasova tayo dito para sa Defiant, pero dito may Killjoy rin sila, and Reyna Jet's Omen might be the way to go here for our defense.
Yeah, it looks like a double duelist dito for the side of DFT Revitalize. And parang may roster changes dito sa DFT Revitalize. So I'm kind of curious to see what they bring to the table here. Looks like Charles IWNL will be playing that Killjoy on Bind as opposed to Helian on the Cypher. Super MJ on that Omen. Face on that Sova. So again, double intel. Of course, Berg on his Phoenix. Narpim naman, na Jet. So we'll see. We'll see if we'll have some more crazy moments from Berg. Nakita ko yung crazy sheriff clutch niya.
Yes, sir. I was there firsthand.
That's gone viral pretty much at this point, and that was just absolutely insane. Let's see if Berg can pull off some crazy stunts this time around against DFT Revitalize here in Ascent.
Like I said before, the 1Tap machine might be doing it yet again. Tingnan natin kung syempre nakakatawa rin yung comms nila pag narinig natin yung mga sinasabi nila, and they have made such big personalities of who they are. These guys heavy on the streaming, these guys heavy on the grind, and with all of that being said, it really goes to show that Kadiliman has really won the hearts of our audience. Pero syempre itong Defiant Revitalize naman, it really feels like that they're a different squad. Parang I'm looking into the history of the Defiant org at hindi ko sure completely, pero parang ibang team to sa Defiant na nakita natin before. So we'll keep an eye out on this guys, on the squad, because they have been doing a pretty good run so far in their recent history. Parang they're really picking up for the org. They're really looking to do all they can, and we'll find out if Kadiliman can overrun them with the blind, or can Defiant defy all of this in the first place. And as we said, guys, game is paused right now as we do have a quick little disconnection. We are just going to be waiting it out. And I gotta ask you, Vim, do you think this old school Phoenix Jet composition from Kadiliman will work and be flashy enough?
I mean, it's old school for a reason. It's tried and tested. You got a flash. You got a jet that can just sort of dash onto backside and make it happen. On paper, there's absolutely nothing wrong with it, and it can work. At this point, I think both pretty much both teams are very, very even in terms of role selection, and it just matters, who can shoot better. Sino mas mechanically adept team sa ngayon. And we do know that both of these teams are very sort of mechanically adept. And of course, bago yung mga pangalan sa DFT Revitalize, pero alam natin that they do have a pedigree in tactical shooters, so hindi natin pwede maliitin ang kalaban. Despite, Kadiliman being the crowd favorites right now, and they have proven themselves worthy time and time again in so many different tournaments. Let's see the action unfold right now as we begin round 1.
As we get into the game, it's time to go into Ascent. Now, the thing about Kadiliman, they have known to be basically run and gun. Best strat nila, takbo lang, patayin sila lahat. And they have been seen to struggle on Ascent if the opponent is set up correctly. So tingnan natin kung paano nga lalarin ng Kadiliman to. Have they learned their lesson coming in from previous tournaments? Will they be able to make it happen? Faced with the first pick off on the Fred. In the meantime, Charles with a kickoff on the face using the Nano Swarm. Saktong grenade lang dyan galing sa Killjoy. Nasa taas na muna to. At mukhang Kadiliman, slow and steady, setting up onto A side. But Hellion gets the crack on. That's Acro going down immediately, and Spike planted here para sa Kadiliman.
Ang ganda ng ginawa dun eh. Narpim sort of dashing onto that backside, and then of course, nasira agad yung turret ng Killjoy, and of course Berg makes quick work of JB and that Killjoy as well. Napakabilis ng follow-up coming in from Kadiliman, and that's what you want to see, especially on attack phase. You got to make those responses very, very quick.
Exactly. Like, these guys are just so fast on the side of Kadiliman. When they decide that ito ang site natin, they just go ham and they go at it. Now, Kadiliman is also a team that likes to go for a 6-man rotation. So, wala ngayon dito si a Batman. So, it seems like this is going to be their comp of choice, running Berg, Hellion, Face, Narpim, and Super MJ. In the meantime, since we do have that Killjoy on A, it means the Sova is at B, looking to hold with darts, and Charles ready with the Sheriff. Mukhang may konting bila dito ang Revitalize. Tingnan nga natin kung makaka-revitalize nga nila ang score na to if they can get those pickoffs with that hand cannon.
Yep, looks like Kadiliman here looking pretty comfortable with that Cypher on the lurk. Although Face and Helion takes down Friend and Mira in quick succession. Now a 3v4 situation in favor of Kadiliman right here.
Super MJ just going ham, and there we go. Kadiliman taking control and looking to make this a quick round as well. But Acro trying to hide. There we go with the frenzy, catching out Narpim. At konting tingin lang, patayin na siya. Pero si Super MJ, proper swing, gets the backstab at the right time. Triple kill though para sa ating Spectre dyan on the Omen. And it's 2-0 lead dito para sa Kadiliman.
Yep, pretty standard couple rounds so far. You do expect Kadiliman to take that post pistol round as they did win out the first round, but let's see coming into the third round here as DFT Revitalize now have a few Vandals and a couple of Phantoms in their hands.
We'll see what these buys can actually do. We've seen many a team get the comeback dito sa third round. As we like to say, the third round turnaround might be upon us, but Kadiliman, we already know that as soon as they get their target locked, they are gonna strike like a snake. But for now, Face, gonna be looking to face off dito lang sa gitna muna. Courtyards, trying to hold. Acro in the meantime does see someone, but doesn't go for the shot. And Face will eventually still fall there. Now, our Reyna can easily top up, of course, with the Devar. Konting heal lang, okay na siya. At biglang mag-back away dito ang defense. Revitalize going for picks and getting the first one there.
Now, napakaganda ng ginawa ni Acro dun. Sort of taking that gamble, securing that early pick, and Friend over here at A short getting a pick and then backing off. Nahuli niya si Berg, and then that's pretty much all he needs. Try and maintain that man advantage for the side of DFT Revitalize. And they know this very well. They are on the defense, and the burden is on the shoulders of Kadiliman. Can they make this happen? Can they make this 3v5 work for them? Now, this is going to be a very sketchy situation for Narpim here. See if he can take down Charles, IWNL.
Yeah, Charles is just going to be sticking by the double box there in the meantime, but here comes Narpim sticking in the smoke, and Hellion will open it up onto the cubby there. So mga Kadiliman, sabi na, sige, get natin itong A-side ito. We are just going to go for it. Narpim also dashing on in, looking to play by the door, and our Killjoy going to get doubled up there, and we'll get taken down. 3v3, magiging 3v2. Si Hellion makakapasok talaga, makakakyat. And our Cypher making such a big difference to even up the odds. At si Mira, 6 HP na lang. Big advantage here for Kadiliman. They're ready. They have the guns that they need, and they are looking to set on up. for this postman. But here comes Mira, gonna get the dash and the slash. JB will also be there, and his lead speak for a win here for the side of Defiant Revitalize. They have made it happen. They will get that third round turnaround, and they will do it here on A site.
I mean, it started off really bad for Kadiliman. Berg was picked off quite early in the round over there by Friend on A short, but you gotta give it to Narpim and the rest of his crew. They were able to make it a very close round, and it was almost a really good crossfire coming into A site right there, but just not enough to secure the round. Perhaps Mira and JB just looking too tight on that chemistry over there on that retake.
Exactly. The how tight they were able to hold that good positioning there from the side of Revitalize to actually dash on in, get the surprise. And in all honesty, when I see these Kadiliman games, it really feels like their post-plan situation is the one that kind of needs work when they're in a 5v5 situation or an even spot. Now, kita talaga natin, ang galing na ginawa ni Hellion, di ba? Pasok siya sa garden, he went for the window, he got the kills to allow Kadiliman back into the fight. But then, in terms of positioning for the last two members, they got surprised by the Jet, and suddenly they were peaked at the right time. So tingnan natin, kung maayos nga ng Kadiliman yan, kasi everything all the way to planting that spike, they do so very well. And when they have the numbers advantage, that's where they really shine. But Acro now getting the advantage against Hellion. We have Friend right now saying, buddy, pal, I'm gonna back away here. Here comes Berg, though, try to push with the Phoenix so far. At si Narpim mamakahuli kay Friend dyan. Tama na yan, kaibigan. Mag-friendzone ka lang dyan, team sa garden. Si Charles Tong sasagot kay Narpim. Spectre gonna be close enough to get that kill. At 4v3 ngayon, si Berg nasa bus. Super MJ looking for the brawl and does get the kill onto JB.
They see it time again from Kadiliman right here as Charles takes down Super MJ. Now they like going for that backstab. They like going, behind enemy lines, trying to get really sneaky onto that execute. Napakaganda na pinapakita na so far, but DFT Revitalize holding the line.
Yeah, staying down below here for Kadiliman. Charles still gonna get caught out by Berg, and Hero of Mira again with the crossfire, but Berg will clutch it to get 2-4, and he will fall to the hand of Mira instead. Now, when you usually see the Kadiliman strat, it's like point and click. I see someone in front of me, yun na talaga yun, mamamatay siya. Pero sakto lang talaga and drop ni Mira doon, hides away from Berg, gets the 1v1, and clutches that out in the end for the side of Revitalize.
Perhaps Berg not expecting that wide swing from Mira. Beautifully done. Sitting atop the scoreboard and now 42 Mira making it happen, second clutch in a row for DFT Revitalize. Now tignan natin if perhaps Narpim and Berg can sort of explode onto this upcoming round, as they do have ultimates online for the side of Kadiliman. And you know how deadly that can be, a Phoenix and Jet combo, Bladestorm and Run It Back. You know how easy that can open up a site.
Yeah, we'll see. Kadiliman, their best strength is really opening up a site and destroying everyone on it. And we have seen the shares do even more damage than the rifles before. Tingnan natin though, ano plan ni Berg. Check out the wine side so far. Here comes the push though. Bladestorm available and Narpim dashing on in. There we go though with the turret set on up. Charles in the meantime on the high ground. At si Narpim nagbabantay for si Fred. Mga kadalawa, si Acro na dyan. Si Mira nag-Bladestorm na. At ayun na biligla ang Revitalize. Sasagot dito sa A side. Another good hold. Another good position here for Defiant to defy Kadiliman there.
That was just a complete disaster, unfortunately, for Kadiliman. Narpim being bold, trying to open up that side with that Bladestorm, but gets caught off guard by that turret. It's so annoying. That turret can really do wonders in stopping a push. He does smoke it off, but unfortunately just not enough for the rest of the team to be able to push on through. If you don't get an initial pick with that tailwind onto the site with that Bladestorm, it just is not a very compelling enough effort for the rest of your team to fall into sight.
Yeah, we'll see though if this is gonna be enough this time for Kadiliman. As you mentioned before, the Bladestorm is a big call. Na tipong, guys, pansinin nyo ako. Please shoot me while I throw knives at you. But this time though, Narpim will shoot down Acro. And this is the Kadiliman classic. Just go for the straight push, go for the takedowns. At si Berg sabi niya, sige, run it back. But suddenly the operator in the hands of the other side. Super MJ deciding to push though. Cloudburst is there. At bigla si JV yung mga kapitats. Pero ito na si Berg na sasagot. Open hand though. Mira gonna get caught out. And Kadiliman, the closer they get, the creeping darkness will make you fear. And here we go, Hellion getting that takedown. Huwag kayo magutom dito para sa Kadiliman kasi mukhang kaya nila itayak bigla ang score na tumuli.
Looks like that was their first BX key so far in this game, and worked out in their favor pretty damn well. So it looks like they may be going for more mid-control pushes here. Looks like Charles is locking down A site very well. To the best of his ability, he knows damn well that the turret will get sufficient information. He knows how to play around that site very well. He knows how to stay back and not over peak and get picked off really early on in the round.
We'll see though. Operators in hand now. We'll see what kind of battle this is gonna be as FaZe looking to go for the face-off. And when the given proper space for FaZe, he can really pop off like crazy. Pero yun talaga yung story ng Kadiliman. Tipong, guys, ikaw tayo highlight dito para sa stream. Guys, tara, manala tayo tournament. Guys, patayin natin sila lahat. At yun talaga yun. Cobra Commanders talaga looking to command your attention. And Mira having to back on away because of recon. Here we go with Kadiliman controlling Hookah yet again. Controlling Cubby rather. And Helio gonna get that kick off. Charles and Friend gonna be getting on the board. There we go with the trades. And suddenly Revitalize do answer back, but Super MJ out of nowhere catching out Friend. And it's now 2v2. But Spike gonna be by the doorway. And since Revitalize doesn't have sightline so far, Berg is doing a really good angle to secure the rafters so far.
It's like Hunter's Fury will go off here. Perhaps a bit too late for the side of JB Elite. You know, na-plant na yung Spike. But of course, post-plant situation na ang Kadiliman ngayon. Let's see if Mir can do something with that operator.
Cloudburst gonna get thrown on out, gets that vision. And speaking of vision, from the shadow says, hello sir, would you like an order? And would you like to just see what is coming your way? Mukhang nakita na ang Kadiliman anong mangyayari dito. Nasa itaas ang dalawa. At si Berg ay mababatayan. At mukhang tutulak dito si Mira. Pero si Berg ang sasagot. Makatatlo siya. Wala siyang pake kung alam nila na nandyan siya. He is not camera shy at all. He will get those kills. And Kadiliman will clutch it out this time properly on a site.
Berg making it happen for Team Kadiliman. Of course, Narpim gonna be on that offensive operator. Looks like mapapa half by ang Team DFT Revitalize ngayon.
Yes, sir. Revitalize is going to be going for the Stingers, though. Our favorite gun to see. But before we talk about this round, guys, quick little reminder na we are live on both Facebook and Twitch. Kung may issue kayo sa isa, check out the other one. We are live at facebook.com/ValorantPH.gg and twitch.tv/ValorantPHGG. Pili lang kayo kung saan kayo, and we really appreciate you guys tuning on in para sa ating 1Tap tournament. Pero mukhang di pa natin nakikita yung 1Tap potential dito ng Kadiliman. They have been getting the headshots, sure, but it has been some good bursts. Operators, though, have been singing so far. Good to see on Ascent. Si Fred, baka makita dito ng drone at biglang mapapa-back away siya sa may Cubby na naman.
Yeah, really good instinctual play from FaZe right there. Droning on a short over there, or a Cubby rather. Friend, mukhang mapapatambay siya dito sa garden with that stinger. Gonna be waiting for the rest of Kadiliman to rotate. Looks like Berg will be relentless.
Here we go. The taps are coming from Berg. And when he really plays it clutch, that's when Berg can go on fire. And right now, the Phoenix is going to get another one. Triple kill for Berg. As I like to say, he's really taping this iceberg here in favor of Kadiliman. At mukhang si Mira naman. Si Acro, huli pa rin ni Berg. And it's time now for Kadiliman to really give it to Berg. But no, Hellion says, tama na yan, Berg. It's my kill to wrap it up. Flawless win for Kadiliman. And Berg just making the difference really happen here and now.
I mean, look at that. Berg sitting atop the scoreboard, 12 frags to 4 deaths. But you can't discount the efforts ni Hellion as well. It's just Hellion on that lurk, being able to work his way from the sidelines, literally finding those frags, very impactful frags rather, allowing Berg and the rest of his team to sort of steamroll onto site.
12-4 though for Berg. He is just feeling it here. And this is a perfect map to run out this Pocket Phoenix. One of the best maps to really play this one out is Ascent. Perfect flashbangs into corners, especially onto the main angles. And we'll find out if Berg can do even more now. Looking to the entry. Pero si Acro ang makakapit na sa kanya yun. Empress in hand. Doesn't pop it. Dismissed though to scout things out. At mukhang one down na dito para sa Kadiliman. Good shutdown there from the Reyna.
Yeah, conversely, for the side of DFT Revitalize, Acro is pretty much a standout performance here so far. You know, trying to keep his opponents guessing whether it be mid lane or perhaps B main, trying to get that early pickoff for the defense. Pero napakagaling ng sort of bounce back potential ng Kadiliman right here as Friend takes down FaZe on that lurk as well.
That's huge, though. Friend actually dropping the spike down. At alam na Revitalize, it's time for them to congregate, put a campfire wherever that spike is. But look how fast! Look how fast that Cypher went. Saktong bunny hop lang para kay Hellion. He makes it there, gets it back, and suddenly, it is going to be Kadiliman looking to go for the push again. But look at also how the Killjoy has set up. Narpim unable to get the shot there. Reyna will be able to get out with 25 HP and the Dream for Kadiliman. Now, medyo keep it sila dito. At yun na naman, Spike is down courtesy of Mira.
Looks like Hellion trying to be sneaky once again, but gets taken down. Narpim takes down Charles in return. But Acro will not be denied.
There we go. Acro refusing to lose here. Sees the other target, but sadly, it's across the wall. And we all know that's going to be a very thick wall that need an Odin to really bust down on. But Narpim right now, looking for one more shot. TP sa mukha! Hindi yan mangyayari, boss. Narpim will make it happen. But Mira will answer that final blow. And there you go. Revitalize still refusing to lose. Really playing this very, very well in terms of utility. At anong pansin mo dito sa defense ng Revitalize, Mr. Vim? Paano nila ginagawa to?
I think at this point, they just have to balance their aggression and passive plays. You have Acro trying to go for this early pickoff, securing man advantage for the rest of their team. And as soon as he gets that early pick, and then, of course, defense passive plays dito on DFT Revitalize. So far, it's been working well for them. Let's see if they can sustain their momentum, though. Kadiliman not doing very bad at all in terms of attack. 5-4. They are in the lead.
Yes, sir. Kadiliman still showing their stuff. And when you put them on the attack, they are a very, very scary team. But look at this. Alam ko healing na Kadiliman to. Tingnan mo si Berg. Tumatago siya sa likod ng drone. Diba? Sarang tipong, uy, Amazon pa. Deliver nga si Berg dito. Pero biglang, wala naman di-deliver ngayon except that Hunter's Fury face. Getting a quick little tag. But Hellion and Mira trading blows. Narpim now down below in hell. Pero baka si Fred nagsasagot. Pero yan, nakagad si Narpim na naman. Blade Storm though. 10 HP para kay Narpim. He still gets the bullets there off the Mira. And there we have the wallbang potential though from Revitalize. Charles looking to protect the lockdown, but here comes the Cypher looking for the backstab as well. At baka makahuli nga dito ang Kadiliman. No, they decide to play it out, stay in their lane. JB breaking that door down, and here comes Kadiliman again looking for the fight with Narpim with the Blade Storm in hand.
Narpim 10 HP. All it takes is just a tap to the head. Let's see if we can actually get a kill onto Charles.
Looking for it. Turret is set up though. And Hellion with the backstab and face with the final shot. Kadiliman. Ilang beses gusto sabihin, the closer they creep onto you, the closer the amount of space you have to work with just gets really, really tight, Ryan. And Hellion is just there to answer back and get those takedowns.
Yeah, absolutely. And you can see Mira with that operator not finding a lot of value off that op. Because when you have a team like Kadiliman who just tries to basically go all in with Berg on that run it back, sinasabay yung drone, and then sort of trying to steamroll onto site. Talagang you sort of favor having an automatic rifle instead of an operator for getting those picks onto your enemy team.
And there we go. Just the pick-off potential really, really being key here. But Mira looking to pick someone off onto A-main with that Bucky. Mukhang Revitalize going to be going for a bit of a half-buy here, but Mira cannot stand against Narpim at all. And the Jet making a difference so far in this push. So, ilang beses na nag-clutch si Mira, pero si Narpim talaga kayang-kaya maging explosive. But Charles blowing up the face there of Super MJ. And Face going to be answering back there to protect his teammate. Friend right now trying to make it happen. Narpim up on top. Control na kagad ng high ground dito ng Kadiliman. At mukhang mapapa-rotate na naman sila JB at ng Reyna ng side ng Revitalize.
It's like it's going to be a 2v4 situation in favor of Kadiliman at this point. And of course, gun advantage going to be in their favor as well.
Yes, sir. Spike landed. Berg trying to go for the taps, and suddenly he has to deal with the pistols in front of him. 21 HP, make that 3! But luckily the hot hands is there, but still JB with the delayed shot to get that takedown. Suddenly it's 1v3 for Acme Spectre. He does get the kill on Narpim, pero si Face nandun pa rin. Saktong double peak na naman galing dito sa Kadiliman, and they will get the answer. They will get a 3-round lead.
I mean, Berg didn't really have to do that, but perhaps just being, feeling the moment right now, being on fire, going for that sort of post-plant offense right there.
He was on fire, and suddenly he felt the lightning. And sometimes, have you ever seen Avatar, right? Fire bending, lightning, same thing. Apparently, though, Berg can't handle the advanced form there. But still, 12 kills para kay Berg. Di niya kailangan ng lightning para talaga tumira sa mga laban niya. He is just getting as many shots as possible here. There really goes for those takedowns. And a big part of why Kadiliman is going really fast in this game is because of what Berg has been able to do.
Yeah. Let's see if we can bring this into a 5-7 score line here. Looks like Narpim will be taking down Acro. Just like that. Good night to the Reyna.
Goodbye indeed, but friend saying, hey buddy pal, Super MJ, you are going down. Berg though in the meantime is trying to go for the brawl here, but JB this time gets the music on, and he will get to perfect taps there from the Sova. 4v1 bigla, and it's time for Narptim to show his stuff. Operator versus the world, top mid, a good spot. Pero si friend sakto paranoia, mapipilitan si Narptim dyan mag-panic. He goes for the Cloudburst to try and get on the way. Perfect tailwind to go for the push, but this time, this is our omen creeping closer and closer with Narptim. How the hell did he still hit that shot? Well, actually, he's been down though. Oh, he doesn't care. JB will immediately destroy the dreams there with another perfectly placed shot dart. But what a shot from Narpim. Alam mo, Bim. Sasabi ko talaga, when you play that up, you stick your barrel to your opponent. Tatama yan. So I think
the
Narpim
barrel
just
is
did that.
long enough to you could sort of impale your opponent, in some cases, and that's what Narpim did right there. That was a spectacular shot. Unfortunately, they did lose out the round, and it's going to be a 5-7 scoreline. Let's see if DFT Revitalize, tinan natin kung gaano sila ka-asim dito sa attack phase. But I expect a very aggressive defense coming in here from Kadiliman.
Yeah, we'll see. Kadiliman, they're proven to be very, very aggressive. But will those fangs be bared this time? Pwede pa sila mag-hold back dito para lang maka-hold ng mga site or kakayanin ng Revitalize makapitas dito 1 by 1. 5-7 though, still anyone's game. Revitalize, one streak here can put them back in contention. And we'll find out if it's gonna work for them. Because here comes Mira right now pushing on forward. There we go with the pick off onto Narpim. At syempre, sobrang reliable talaga ginagawa ng Jet natin dito. Ilang beses na siya nag-clutch pero baka mahuhulog siya sa kamay ni Super MJ. But JB is still there. Friend gonna get on the board. And B side is right for the taking here for the side of Revitalize as Face actually gets over to the market and goes for the brawl and wins out against Acro.
Yep, you'd love to see that classic right click don't work against that frenzy. It's like Charles will be, rather Friend will be taking down Face, securing the round.
Friend, he has a really good name, Friend. It's
Friend.
like, Friend killed you.
Friend
Apparently,
is doing it.
Friend is showing us how it's done, and apparently this friend is not a real friend. He's an imposter among us here. But hey, he is up top there with 11 kills in the first place. Pero pansin natin dito rin sa playstyle ni Friend, it's kinda do or die, and he's died a lot. 12 deaths. Like, top frag, sure, pero parang ilang beses na rin siya napitas. So tingnan natin kung if can Revitalize actually reel it back. Because we've seen Mira and JV be the survivors here for the side of Revitalize, and maybe their playstyle will suit the team as a whole better.
Yeah, let's see Acro though trying to leer onto Courtyard here.
Acro trying to go for a few shots here and there. Mira though will kill out the Narpim. And gun advantage right now for Revitalize. Look to really tie things up. Pero mukhang sabi ng ating Stova dun sa kabila side ng Kadiliman. Look for the lineup, look for the bounces. And Super MJ near to the smoke. But Mira gets close enough to actually catch out Face there. 6-7 scoreline. Super MJ still gonna get tapped immediately by Friend. And there you go. There is our title bearer. The 1-tap comes. And suddenly Spike is planted and Acro gets one more, leaving Berg all alone.
Looks like this might be a decisive victory. Friend versus Berg gets tapped to the head. 7-7 scoreline now. Flawless victory for DFT Revitalize.
I mean, I really want to see a team actually keep someone alive. Parang everyone naisip yun, Mr. Vim. Diba you have a 1k penalty if you survive and you suddenly go for like a full save? What if someone just decides to ignore you, run away from you, and everyone just decides to run away as much as possible so you cannot survive? I know it's going to be very risky, especially someone mechanically skilled like Berg, but it's food for thought, and maybe one team will do that later on.
Yeah, I mean, parang that's actually a very, very interesting point you made. We might be able to see it, later on down the line. But it seems that Mira is going to make an entry onto A side here.
Oh, that's fast. And here we go. Revitalize playing Kadiliman's game. And Kadiliman says you cannot play our game because we know it so well. 3 kills bigla between Narpim and Hellion. But Berg and Hellion gonna be going on down on the other side. And ito na si Narpim palapit na palapit. Pero si Friend, kamang spam lang. Natama rin dun sa Jet. 2v2 suddenly. There we have the high ground being taken by Kadiliman. Super MJ looking to hold alongside Face. And a good call here from Revitalize. They say, tama na yan. Let's go over to B instead. And Fred looking to secure those sight lines and backs away to the courtyard as we will have one planting on B side soon. Super MJ might see the omen, and now neither side seeing each other for now.
Yeah, very interesting bait and switch coming in here from Friend. It's like he might be able to catch someone off guard here. Face gets taken down.
Friend, another pickoff here. The Omen is on fire, and a risky strategy working for him, but Super MJ looking super cool and super hot to get that kill. Now 1v1, Spike being defused, Super MJ, but no! That is just calms galore from the side of Revitalize. Alam mo na tipong, dito ko play natin yung Spike. This is where I put it down. Super ping, super good, and super clean there from Friend. 17 and 12.
Well played, coming in from DFT Revitalize. Now look at this Friend just looking pretty much on fire, really doing it for DFT Revitalize. Sino kaya tong Friend friend or foe? Looks like he's looking to be a real factor for his team.
It's working. It's working really well for them. I think it suits them a lot better that our Omen here is actually getting these pickoffs on the attacking side and a good punishment on what Kadiliman wants to do, which is push a lot and look for those kills. But look at that crouch! Alam na nila na Berg is that 1Tap machine and dodging the shot just like Neo does. The Matrix is upon Revitalize right now. 8-7 scoreline though. Here comes the push yet again. Mukhang si Face nag-hold lang dito sa likod ng B-side. Pero habang ngayon, ito na naman sinisecure na to ng Revitalize and they are being a trooper. They're going for the push. Friend with the kill on Narpim there. Here comes our Sova still going for the duel, but he cannot get any pickoff so far. But that's it.
So, Mira and Friend take down Face and Hillian for that flawless victory, 9-7. It's like they're doing pretty good work thus far. Pero Narpim, this time on the operator, Daks. Let's see if he can actually counter the offensive efforts of DFT Revitalize starting from this round forward.
Yeah, and this is kind of the problem here for the side of Kadiliman. Usually you see them play on that ladder and they can make this extremely aggressive playstyle work. Pero syempre against a coordinated team, it does turn into a very different factor. Ladder is one thing, especially if you're 5-stack, and the team on the other side communicating is a completely different thing. Ayos talaga ginagawa dito na Revitalize, answering back, getting some perfect pickoffs, and even Narpim cannot answer Mir right now. Berg will take that operator, and the fact that these entry duels are working out in favor of Revitalize makes it even more so in their advantage, but we know that Kadiliman is always a ticking time bomb. As soon as they pop, as soon as they explode, they are going to be looking to blow up everyone on the other side.
Honestly, I was expecting a lot more from Narpim on that operator. Very costly investment. Berg now going to be taking the reins, and let's see if he can actually get or save that operator. Although 5v4 is still absolutely doable. Looks like they are going to be committing onto A side right here.
Yeah, let's see. Quick little smoke down there. Mira, in the meantime, going to be sticking by the generator and Revitalize using that 5v4 advantage to the best advantage indeed as Acro catches out Bird. But Hellion again with the recon there. When we see the double hit from Kadiliman, they're just like, hey guys, look at this. Please shoot them. And that's what they do. Face though is going to go for it. And we have seen this before from Face. Perfect position on the rafters, getting the clutch. But can he do more? Because si JB ang makaka-backstab sa kanya. A taste of his own medicine there. And Charles will take that win. 10-7 now for Revitalize. They are really just getting the streak that they need. And Kadiliman, I think they have to kind of change up their strat because nasasagot talaga sila dito sa mga entry.
Yeah, it seems that perhaps a few double peaks are in order here to stop off that sort of early pickoff that Acro or Mira or Friend, they always get that first blood. And it really changes the tide of the rest of the round. You know, kahit na cooperate to Narpim or napipick off pa rin sila very early on. And it's proving to be very detrimental for the side of Kadiliman.
Yeah, it's going to be very, very risky here for Kadiliman because the score is getting bigger and bigger and they have less room to work with. Now, though, I like what they're doing. They are actually still going to go for it onto A main. This time, though, okay, Revitalize, caught napping. At yun talaga yun eh. Apparently, when you hit your head enough onto a wall, eventually the wall will crack, Kadiliman says. And there you go. Since Revitalize did not expect that they would do the same old thing, they weren't paying attention and they lose one already. And here comes Kadiliman again. The time bomb looking to explode indeed. And they get the pick us, but Acro are still there, and suddenly Revitalize, giving the opposition a taste of their own medicine, and they're ready on B site.
So post-plant situation is in order here. Lockdown is in place. This is going to be a very tall order for Super MJ and Helion here. In about 3 seconds, they're going to go attempt that retake.
Yeah, it's like a starting line waiting to happen, isn't it? It's a dome saying, don't go in here or you will not be able to shoot us. But eventually, that dome will crack. And here comes Kadiliman again. Perfect paranoia, but Super MJ, unfortunately for him, Acro is just a little too close. And the nearsighted means that he just doesn't need the glasses to see him right in front of him. Mira gonna get 3. And Revitalize answering in the right spot again. Hindi mo maiisip na, eto, paranoia, sige, sa mukha mo. Pero yun talaga yun eh. Nasa mukha mo na yung kalaban mo, and it doesn't matter because that's not a full flash, it's just a blind.
Sometimes when you get that paranoia up in your face, all you have to do is press that W key to sort of regain the visibility. Kung inasa mo malapit yung omen sa na nagcast na paranoia na yun, it really worked out to Acro's favor. Earlier on, it was Friend that was making it happen for his team, but you can see Mira and Acro just stepping it up.
Exactly. Mira has always been on the step up indeed. First clutch for Revitalize was because of this Jet. And in all honesty, you know, if this Defiant roster is going to be the new school cool, then they have really done a good job to really take this name and go ham with it. But Berg, sticking up top of the cubby of victory, might get a surprise, and there you go, peekaboo, Berg sees you! JB will go down immediately. There's the Blaze Vault back on the way. Araming smoke talaga yan. It doesn't make sense that there's fire and smoke at the same time. Science is being defied here in Valorant, but hey, Berg has defied all odds and got the first pick off there in the Nico round.
Yep, might not be enough though, as Mira is going to be taking control of mid lane here. Narpim with that Sheriff. It's going to be jump spotting here.
It's a good spot, actually, especially for the Jet. He can float a little bit more, get half a second more intel, and you might think it's just a bit of him having some fun, but in all honesty, perfect way to go about things. And when he sees someone's on the other side, he just has to make sure he's not holding that space bar.
Acro making space for DFT Revitalized over here onto B site.
And it's still very doable here for Kadiliman. They have that man advantage, and they can just go ham, but Mira able to catch out Berg this time. Sako kay Mira. He dashes on in. He will get 3. And this is what the Jet is all about. Speed kills. And we have seen Mira do this before. The ninja moves here from Revitalize will bring them to match point. And Kadiliman, it's do or die time for them if they can make it happen this round.
Yep, match point na para sa DFT Revitalize. Now all of a sudden Mira gonna be on that top frag. Napakaganda na pinapakita nila. You can see the sort of autonomy in their playstyle now. Them being ever so confident with the way they're playing the field. It's like Narpim and crew has to make some adjustments here. Maybe put their eggs all in one basket and sort of go for that early aggression onto mid link.
I mean, if they want to play the aggro, might as well just go all in, right? Might work for them, but the Nano Swarm Zone is huge here from Revitalize. They understand against an aggressive squad, the defense on the attack is the way to go. They just defend a little bit under position. They look for the pickoff, but Berg cannot handle it anymore, and the tap is indeed real from Berg. This is what happens when he sees you in his screen, but unfortunately for him, when he doesn't see you, well, then you can actually kill him there. Acro will show us how it's done. Perfect flank, and Friend even going to catch out the second life of Berg, but Narpim now with the answer 4v3. Seems like Kadiliman trying to take advantage as it is Revitalized scattered around the map.
Yeah, it looks like Kadiliman also looking pretty scattered across the map here with the spike over there at mid link. But it looks like Narpim is going to get perhaps caught off guard here by Acro. Let's see.
Yeah, we'll see though if this can actually be Acro showing us a show here. Coming closer and closer. Narpim in the meantime goes for the duel, but he doesn't get the proper reticle swing in time. And Acro points and clicks to get that headshot. Face though still gonna be there. Oh no, Charles! He tried to go for the limbo, but it doesn't work. Can't really crouch down too low. And here comes the spike now being planted by the side of Revitalize with Kadiliman up top. And Hellion actually getting that takedown 2v2 suddenly. Blades are available here from Mira. Here comes the flank yet again. At ito na talaga. Hellion though knows exactly what's going on. And he has said that this is my window, man. This is what I usually do. There, look at the shot! And there you have it! Flamestorm to wrap it up. What a shot there from Mira! Perfect things again. Communication key for Revitalize to bring them that win. Wow!
What an explosive performance from DFT Revitalize. You know, Kadiliman did bring in the heat early on when the match started on their attack phase, and we know them very well to be very devastating on that attack, but perhaps fell just a little bit short on the defensive side. You know, Mira and Friend just making it happen for the rest of this team.
Yeah, What a game, though. And in all honesty, it was just a pleasure to see Kadiliman play the Kadiliman Classic. Go for the pushes, go for the aggro. And it worked out very well on the attacking side. But as I mentioned before, guys, like when may see how Kadiliman plays, it's so ladder, di ba, Mr. Vim? Parang,
Yeah.
tara, patayin natin sila. And that's the strat. And
We see a lot of
how
like default protocols, a lot of standard protocols, and sometimes it does work against a mechanically inferior opponent. But like, tama ka.
Diba? Like, I can see that they have a gap against so many teams in terms of mechanics. Pero the fact is, ang talino ginagawa ng Revitalize, it's so simple to look how it works for Kadiliman. Screen. So may monitor ka, diba, Mr. Vim? I know you have like 3 of them, right?
I have like quite a few. No.
I know you have like 6 sometimes. But Kadiliman, if any of them see you on your screen, na tipong, okay, you're like in the middle or close to it, they will flick you, they will kill you. But what Revitalize does is, dito sila, like this, like that. And they're like, hey, you can't see us. We're not on your screen. And there you go. That was just the most simple way to go about things. And you made a really good point. The default plays there from Kadiliman were very simple to execute, very, very explosive, but then they were also pretty easy to read. And we saw Revitalize playing the defense on the attacking side, allowing them to reel back properly and answer so many pushes, especially on A main.
Yep, really well played coming in there. Obviously, actually, honestly, I thought it would go towards the favor of Kadiliman very early on in the match. Pero ang ganda ng pinakita ng DFT Revitalize, eventually showing how comfortable they are playing autonomously of each other on the field coming into their attack phase.
Yun talaga yun. Pero masasabi ko na lang sa side ng Revitalize, their communication was so on point.
Yeah,
like,
yung mga ping sa spike na yun.
What the hell? How did the
clan.
Jit just do that?
Grabe,
the bullets stormed through the smoke, and you already know that's just like here, and he's just like, okay, I'll trust you guys. And it is just really a matter of how it works. The one from Friend and the one from Mira, like the one from Mira was just ridiculous in all honesty. And the fact of the matter is, na ang bilis mag-comms ng Revitalize. Namatay lang isa, yung small little pan out, diba, when you die. It gives you a bit of information. It's just like, he's right there. And Mira's like, okay, I trust you.
Yeah.
And he just does it. How many times did Mira clutch that game? But we cannot count out Friend also. He is really the foe of Kadiliman, and Revitalize, impressing everyone, taking down Kadiliman there. Wow, what a game.
Again, fresh roster changes coming around here. And again, perhaps an upset in itself. A lot of people were expecting Kadiliman to take that decisive victory, but again, very, very surprising results. And this is what 1Tap is all about. You get to see a lot of roster changes, a lot of new faces, and some unexpected results.
Exactly. Like, this is really it. Kadiliman, this is a squad ready to attack all the time. Attack, defense, attack lang talaga. And it will work to a point, but then eventually they'll hit the wall. And I feel like they're slowly realizing it because they're almost making it there to the highest echelons of play. They know that they can hit Radiant easy. 1, 2, 3, tara, stock tayo, we're good to go. Pero it's still different from like winning a whole championship. I've seen them make it from qualifiers to like final rounds. I've seen them make it to semifinals, grand finals, but it just falls short when the opposing teams knows that we have to respect Kadiliman. And that's really it. Pag respeto mo ang ginagawa ng kalaban mo, masasagot mo sila. And playing the defense on the offense is a very, very noble and smart strategy. And I gotta give props to Revitalize because they will move on to the semi-finals. I'm looking into the bracket yet again. Revitalize actually facing off against Subversive in the semi-finals there. In the meantime, other semi-finals still pending between TMT Esports and Invictus, as well as 5-Man Q and Chimera. But what a game that was. And it was absolutely explosive. So guys, may semi-finals pa tayo, may grand finals pa tayo. And don't forget, meron pa tayong 500 peso GCash giveaways up for grabs dito sa buong stream natin. Nakita naman natin sa ticker kung ano yung mga kailangan yung hashtag na gamitin. And it's just a quick little like and share to stand a chance to win. You are tuning on into 1Tap episode 2, and we will be right back. Stay tuned, stick around here at Valor PH.